Hi guys, it's Ruthie, your Mystery Guest 1948, and welcome to my week 28 post-op SADI-S or Loop DS video. Yay! Okay, so I've got a few things I want to update you on and talk about, but let's just start right out with my stats. Hi, I'm Ruthie. Welcome to my channel. I'm 5'7", I'm 36 years old. I am a single mom and I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. On the 11th of December of 2017, I had the SADI-S or Loop DS bariatric procedure with Dr. Curtis Perry at Sanford Health. My highest weight of all time was in July of 2016 at 375 pounds. I weighed in on the day of surgery at 319.4 pounds. Last week I weighed in at 245.2 and this week I weighed in at 245.2. So I'm stalled, and that's totally fine. That's an overall loss of 129.8 and since surgery of 74.2. It is Shark Week, and actually my weigh-in of 245.2 was yesterday, and this morning I weighed in at 248 even. I am a daily weigher, which I've mentioned previously. And yeah, it's Shark Week. I'm up. Whatever. I'm not really that worried about it. It's not a big deal. And plus I've not been super on point this last week. Not totally awful. I'm not like eating thousands upon thousands of calories a day, but I am eating a couple more 100 calories than I normally would. And part of that is because I've had crazy cravings because it was, right before and then during my Shark Week. So, But anyway, so I wanted to talk a little bit about daily weighing. So normally I am a huge advocate of daily weighing. If you want to do it, do it. I like it usually. I think it's very motivating. However, now that I am where I am, and this is a total one of those, me personally, head trip mental game things, but around 250 is where I'm really comfortable. That's where I feel confident and I feel like I look good, and I like the way clothes fit on me, and I don't know if part of my kind of poor eating this last week, or more like lazy eating this last week, is partly due to some kind of like self-sabotage type thing. Like, hey, I really like where I am, so so in order to combat that, I am going to not weigh for the month of July, is what I'm thinking. And that's going to be really hard for me because I usually weigh every day. But in order to keep myself motivated and not let the number mess with me, I am going to actually just not weigh. And instead I'm going to focus in on non-scale goals and measuring my success based on whether I meet those criteria that I set up for myself. And that's just something over the last few days I've been thinking about and contemplating, and I just decided that, I really want to do this. And another part of the reason also I want to do this now is because I ran on the treadmill for the first time in years, and it felt so good, and that is awesome. The last time I tried to run, I don't know, maybe a year ago, I thought I was gonna die. I hurt so bad and my knees just ached, my feet hurt, all that stuff. But this time my feet didn't hurt, my knees didn't hurt, everything was fine. I mean, I'm a little sore, but not like, oh my gosh, I'm dying, I'm in pain. So I'm really excited about that. So one of my goals that I'm setting for myself is to increase increments of running on the treadmill. And I'm really excited because I know it's kind of cliche or whatever, but I've always wanted to run a marathon. Ever since I started really focusing on fitness back in the day, that was always my goal, and that's always still been in me, that's something I want to do. Now, I'm not going to start training for a marathon right now, but I'd like to, get to the point where I can run a mile or a 5K or something, and eventually work up to that. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking this week, and that's just for me personally, just to get the whole under 250 thing out of my head. But yeah, let's see. Oh, I also wanted to talk about my 6-month post-op appointment because that was actually really discouraging. So she's super happy. So I talked to the nurse practitioner at my 6-month appointment, which I had this last week, and she's super pleased with my progress. She's like, "You are exactly where we want you to be. You're doing great. You're making all the right decisions. Go you, rock star, awesome." But there's no way you're getting down to 150. It's not going to happen, girl. So just realign your goals and get to 190 and be happy with it, if you get there even, is basically what she said. And I was kind of shocked. I'm like, you don't want me to try for a normal BMI at all? And I think where she's coming from is she doesn't want me to have unreasonable expectations of what the surgery can do for me. And just that this is their expected result. So if you get here, we're going to call you a success. My ultimate goal for myself is 150 pounds, and that is about 10 pounds below the normal BMI range for someone of my height. I don't know. It was really discouraging. It really messed with my head when she basically talked to me. Like, she wasn't being negative necessarily. It was just kind of discouraging me from reaching for what she saw as very unrealistic expectations and unrealistic goals. And for me, 190 would be amazing, and I will feel so excited when I get there, but I don't want to stop there. Like, I'm barely at an obese category at that weight, and I want to kick obesity's ass. I don't want to just like barely scoot into the not obese category. Like, I want to win at this, and I've never been able to win at this. I've always sucked at keeping weight off. I've always sucked at it. And to basically have a medical professional tell me that I'm never going to get to, that she doesn't see it as realistic for me to get into a normal BMI range was just like a shock to my sensibilities. I'm like, no, you should be like encouraging me to rock this out and go and lose weight until I'm satisfied with where I am. And if I want to shoot for 150, even if it seems unrealistic, then let me shoot for 150. I don't know. And maybe I do need to realign my goals. And maybe once I get to 190, I'll be like, you know what? I'm super happy with where I am, and the rest of it's just skin and all that. Maybe. I don't know. But it's so far away right now that I feel like to put my stake in the ground at 190 and say that would be enough for me is just, it's not. Like, that doesn't compute. I don't know. I'm not explaining this very well. I don't know. It just messed with me, I guess, because I've always failed. And I don't want to be told that I am going to fail again, I guess. Because that, of course, is one of my biggest fears in relation to this surgery, is that I'll fail again. That even with this amazing tool, I will fail. And I don't want to fail. I don't want to just scoot into the barely not obese category. No, I don't even know how to put this into words. I was expecting support from my physician's assistant for my goals, and not a discouragement against shooting for those goals. So I guess that's just didn't, it was really unexpected, and that's, partly on me. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, is 150 super far reaching for a loop DS procedure? Should I more shoot for like the 190-ish range? And where she came up with 190 is that would be 90% of my excess weight lost since I first went in to see them. When I first went in to see them, I was 264 pounds. So that's where they got that. But anyway, I think my son's about done in there, so I better get going. But anyway, that's all I've got for you this week. Sorry if I seem like a downer. I'm really actually pretty pleased with how things are going. Yeah, I didn't lose anything this week, but at the same time, ladies' week, and I'm gonna really start narrowing in on my eating and on exercise. I ran on the treadmill, which is amazing. So I'm gonna keep working on that, and so I will weigh myself the rest of June, and then next time I come to you guys, I will let you know what my end of the month weight was, but then I plan on not weighing myself until the beginning of the following month. So we'll see how this goes. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I always appreciate you guys watching and all your really encouraging and supportive comments. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.